Gunfire erupts during final weeks at Brown University. An East Texas freshman tells us how students barricaded doors and while returning to campus won't be easy.
And Christmas break is almost here, but for some students, it's starting sooner than planned. Up next, find out which districts made the call to close early.
And it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, even though it doesn't feel like it. On stage, at least, though it is, White Christmas is bringing classic songs and holiday magic to the Tyler Civic Theater. The cast joins us live here in a couple of minutes.
And temperatures are warming up into today, and we'll see a little bit more cloud cover through this afternoon. I'll show you exactly what to expect in your full forecast coming up. So stay right there because Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus starts right now.
Together, we're putting East Texas first. You're watching Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus.
Police are asking for the public's help this morning in identifying this person seen on surveillance video near Brown University just hours before Saturday's deadly shooting. Investigators say the suspect is armed and dangerous, and they're offering a $50,000 reward while no one is in custody. Officials say there is no immediate threat. Security has been increased as this investigation continues.
Good Tuesday morning, y'all. Thanks for staying with us here on CBS 19 Plus. I'm Jesus Martinez.
Yes, we are so glad you're with us this morning. I'm Dana Dixon. It's another bundle up kind of day here in East Texas. It's going to be a roller coaster this week when it comes to our weather, Joel.
Absolutely. And overall, it's going to be kind of the temperatures are going to be on the increase, but there will be, like I've mentioned earlier, kind of a speed bump in our forecast as another cold front comes through as we head into Friday. But overall, chilly mornings, definitely going to have need that heavier jacket as you head out the door each morning. Temperatures in the upper 30s and eventually the low 50s, still pretty chilly. Lighter jackets for this afternoon, and we'll be warming up quite a bit as we head into this afternoon. We could catch a couple of sprinkles, but mostly just dealing with some cloud cover as our next wave is coming through. Our satellite and radar picture showing all of that cloud cover rolling through East Texas this morning. You can kind of see it overhead on our Roberts cam looking north on Broadway here in Tyler. Temperatures here across the area in the 40s further to the northwest where that cloud cover is inching its way in. Down to the upper 20s in Carthage, low 30s in Center and Nacogdoches and also Lufkin this morning. Temperatures through the rest of this morning and into the afternoon will make their way into the upper 50s to low 60s with cloud cover continuing to stick around. Rain chances will arrive Wednesday morning and also through Tuesday as temperatures creep into the 60s to near 70 by Thursday. We'll take a look at all the details coming up in your full forecast.
Thank you, Joel. Schools across East Texas are dealing with a spike in sick children. And this morning, 2 deep East Texas school districts are closing for everyone's safety. Cushing ISD and Excelsior ISD will be closed for the rest of the week. Officials say these closures are due to widespread sickness right now among students and staff. Excelsior says those classes and all activities will resume in January with the start of the spring semester. Classes will resume on January the 6th, that is, for Cushing. Districts are urging families to stay home if they have sick kids and to take precautions to help slow the spread of illness. Classes at Sabine ISD will resume on a normal schedule beginning today, following an investigation into a reported gas smell on campus. District leaders say the elementary school was evacuated yesterday as a precaution, and classes were canceled for elementary students only. Sabine Fire and Atmos Energy later determined the smell came from a heating unit on the roof and not from a gas leak. Superintendent Monty Pepper says while the disruption was unfortunate, student and staff safety remains the district's top priority.
A now former Grant County deputy is back in jail this morning after he was arrested for the second time in just 2 days. Joshua Tubb was first arrested Sunday by Kilgore police on a driving while intoxicated charge, and he was released later that day after he posted bond. Then yesterday, Tubb was arrested again, also by Kilgore police on another DWI charge. His bonds are set at $4,500. Chief Deputy Craig Harrington called the situation extremely disappointing.
An investigation is underway after 2 people were found dead inside a home in Gun Barrel City. Officers responded just after 6 yesterday morning to a home in the 100 block of Willowwood, where they discovered a 50-year-old woman and a 44-year-old man dead. At this time, authorities say the details surrounding their deaths are still unknown. Detectives from the Gun Barrel City Police Department, Henderson County Sheriff's Office, and the Texas Rangers are all investigating this. Police say there's no threat to the community, and out of respect for the families, no additional details are being released. There is still no suspect in the deadly mass shooting at Brown University. Investigators, though, are pleading with the public and combing through neighborhoods in search of evidence that may point to the gunman who killed 2 people and injured 9 others on Saturday.
Police have released new images of that person of interest, and they're now offering a reward. CBS's Jared Hill has more from Rhode Island.
Police in Providence are asking the public to help identify this person. The video, newly released Monday, shows someone in dark clothes and a mask walking calmly near Brown University just hours before Saturday's deadly shooting.
The sooner we can identify that person, the sooner we can, I think, blow this case open.
Authorities are offering a $50,000 reward for information on the gunman, who police say entered a building at Brown University and fired off multiple rounds from a 9mm handgun Saturday afternoon. Police initially detained 1 man, but he was cleared and released hours later. Then Monday, investigators swarmed the campus again, sifting through snow and dumpsters for any clues.
It's just an effort to put handcuffs on somebody, and it takes a whole team to do that.
The FBI says they consider the person in that surveillance video to be armed and dangerous, but authorities say that there's not an immediate threat to people here in Providence. Still, with no one in custody, they've stepped up security around the campus as well as the broader community. Meanwhile, people have been placing flowers near the school, honoring the 9 students injured and 2 killed in the attack. 19-year-old sophomore Ella Cook and Muhammad Aziz Amarzakov, an 18-year-old freshman. Eno Thompson Tribe was one of his friends.
Muhammad was an amazing friend, and he cared deeply about the people that he loved.
With classes canceled, many students have left Brown's campus. Those who stayed say they're scared, with a killer still on the loose. Jared Hill, CBS News, Providence, Rhode Island.
And the Rhode Island hospital where the injured victims are being treated said that 6 people are still in the hospital. Another person has been discharged.
And as the campus continues to grieve, one East Texas Brown University student is grateful to be back home after hours of lockdown. Angel Lopez is a freshman. He says he was studying for finals when the gunfire erupted on campus and didn't know what was happening until the university sent out an alert. Angel says he can't believe this devastating tragedy happened on campus.
I found the plane ride home and landing to be really just thinking about how the people who didn't make it they're never gonna be able to go home and see their parents.
One of those students killed was one of his classmates. So far, the community has raised more than $390,000 for that classmate.
7:10 this morning. Time now for your morning headlines. Nick Reiner, the youngest son of film actor Rob Reiner, is being held in Los Angeles, that is, in connection with his parents' murders. Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were found dead in their California home Sunday afternoon, each with a number of stab wounds. Nick Reiner's bail originally was set at $4 million, but that was later revoked. Meanwhile, in Sydney, Australia, hundreds of people gathered to pay tribute to the victims of Sunday's Bondi Beach shooting. At least 15 people were killed when 2 gunmen, a father and son, opened fire at a Hanukkah celebration. Police shot the gunman. The older gunman died at the scene, but the 24-year-old son remains in a coma in the hospital. The rabbi for the Texas A&M chapter of Chabad in College Station posted that his son is one of those injured in the attack. He said that his son is in the ICU and he was headed to Sydney overnight to be with him. Make sure to check your freezers this morning. More than 60,000 pounds of fully cooked breaded chicken is being recalled nationwide after the USDA found undeclared soy as a serious allergen. Here's what that packaging looks like. The chicken was shipped from a Georgia plant and sold to restaurants across the country. Anyone with soy allergies should not eat it. So far, there have been no reports of illnesses or reactions.
Your chances of becoming a billionaire still very much alive this morning. No one won the Powerball jackpot in last night's drawing. It surged to a staggering $1.25 billion overnight. That's a cash option value of more than $572 million. The next drawing is tomorrow night, so we're still saying there's a chance. All right, we want to talk about Christmas again this morning. What is the most unique ornament or decoration that you have? Is it handmade, sentimental, maybe a little bit quirky, or passed down through generations? We want you to go over to our Facebook page. You can show it to us in the comments. Do you guys have one that kind of is sentimental to you or that is just a favorite?
Not necessarily a favorite, but I think my parents still have them. Every year in school, we do those little DIY ornaments. So it was either a snow globe ornament or like the reindeer popsicle stick or just whatever it may be. It was pretty cool. There's one time, and it was my favorite, it was a picture of me that they took during Christmas, and it was like a little picture frame, but it was small, like an ornament.
That is great.
Love it.
I remember when I was little, I made one that was a reindeer, but it was made with a toilet paper roll and like pipe cleaners. And
I remember those,
It's still around. I don't know how it survived.
It survived.
All these years, but I did love that one, that my mom kept it going all those years.
It's so sweet.
That's impressive. I remember my great aunt made me an ornament with a picture of me while I was in marching band. Just me marching with, I was a trumpet player in high school, and I did marching band, and there was a picture of me marching down in the parade, so it was pretty cool, yeah.
That's very sentimental. We've gotten one over on Facebook this morning we want to show to you. Here it is. Oh, it's a little angel from Paige Craig in Price, Texas. Oh, I love that little one.
Angel.
Sweet.
Now we want to see the entire tree.
I know, right?
Show off the entire tree.
I need to go take a picture. Maybe I know I have pictures of my Christmas tree. Maybe I can zoom in to one of the ones I really like.
I went, the very creative one I saw this week, I went to ETX in downtown. They had a Christmas tree with their ornaments that are all little mini beer cans.
That's cute.
They're obviously fake beer cans, but it was cute still.
Brand.
Right, on brand for them, yeah.
I love the ones, the dough ones that I get every year of the kids, and it'll say the year on it, and then we get their names written on it every single year. So we have a lot of those on the Christmas tree.
Oh,
Good memories.
It is.
All right, well, it's not feeling like Christmas at all.
No, not at all. And honestly, I mean, as we look ahead, Christmas is going to be above average. But as we take a look at traffic, definitely not really reflecting how traffic is going to be on Christmas, I don't think, that's for sure. Things are pretty quiet on I-20. We got 2 hours over to Dallas, also an hour and 30 minutes over to Shreveport this morning. Nice and quiet there. Pretty quiet conditions on US 69 as well. 2.5 hours up to Denison, also an hour and 30 minutes down south towards Lufkin. 55 minutes from Jacksonville to Nacogdoches. Tyler to Longview is 40 minutes. Tyler to Palestine is 55 minutes. And from Tyler to Athens, that's going to be about 45 minutes for you this morning. Not looking at any sort of threat for fog this morning. As a matter of fact, the air is cold and it's very dry, so expect 10-mile visibilities to continue into the rest of today. We'll see a lot more cloud cover into this afternoon, perhaps a couple of sprinkles, but I think the bigger chance for rain, at least when it comes to coverage and intensity, will be on Wednesday morning and potentially into Thursday as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. I have all the details coming up in your full forecast, but your commute forecast looks phenomenal. We got green ×3 for this morning and about green ×3 for this afternoon. Temperatures inching their way up. A little bit warmer than yesterday. We'll see temperatures in the upper 50s. I think some of us could break the 60-degree mark as those temperatures or those clouds kind of break apart in some locations for today, with partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy skies across the area.
All right, Joel, thanks so much. Hey, we're going to take round 2 after this. What you call it, what, an intermission? Intermission. We took a little intermission for this again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and the holiday magic is hitting the stage at the Tyler Civic Theater. Irving Berlin's White Christmas taking the stage and bringing big musical numbers, classic songs, and plenty of festive cheer for the entire family. Nicholas Sheffield and Brian Sanders join us live this morning to talk more about the show. For those who can catch it, we were talking about how amazing the choreography is for this show. But for those who are just now joining us this morning, what should they expect for this show?
A lot of holiday cheer.
Yeah.
Yes. The choreography of standard Christmas and nostalgic songs throughout the show, and it's a lot of comedy that's different from the movie.
Nice. I do like a good comedy.
Yes.
Brian, why is this show so iconic for the Christmas holiday?
Well, I think, especially watching the movies growing up, you always see the general and wanting to hear the old, because we love the old man. It's like we wanted to do anything for the old man. He saw us through the war. And so that's always something that always resonated with me. It's like, hey, let's put on this awesome show for this guy and let's have all these people come in so we can get him some money and get an influx of business for the old guy. So, I mean, that's something I always kind of hit my heartstrings, But even now, even seeing the general do a speech, I'm like, I want to help you.
That's some good acting right there. Man, I need some lessons. Hey, music makes a musical obviously come to life. What's so unique about this music that people can expect once they go out to these shows?
Yeah, so This is a little different from Christmas carols. So this is a lot of jazz in White Christmas and big chorus numbers. So it's not just like your 4 carolers. We have at least 30 as a whole in our cast, and so that's all voices singing these dynamic Christmas songs.
That's awesome. Hey, one thing, I'm going to call out Joel. Joel, if you want to come over real quick. I'm putting Joel on the spot. He told me he played White Christmas in high school, so
right,
he's on his way.
And that was
I didn't know about this. He did. He did band and he did White Christmas.
Yes.
Okay. Joel, I'm gonna have you in the middle of us.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey guys, how's it going?
I want to talk to you about your experience with White Christmas and this.
Oh, it was so much fun. I don't know if it's the same in your version, but I played Ralph Sheldrake.
Yes.
I played Ralph Sheldrake, the manager of Bob and Phil.
Correct.
That was a lot of fun. I loved the snow music. I loved Blue Skies. That was a lot of fun. I did a partner dance to that one, and I did that back in 11th grade in high school. It was a blast.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Joel did it all. Hey, for you guys, for those who haven't been out to the show, what is one thing they have to go see?
Just in general.
In general, like an incentive for them to go.
Yeah. So besides White Christmas, next season we have a lot of shows, summer musicals that we're doing. We're doing Into the Woods, and we're also doing Descendants, Disney's Descendants. So those are going to be very standout musicals for the summer.
Good thing all around. Hey, Brian, real quick, favorite part of the show you've done so far?
Honestly, I like every part that I make people laugh. That's my. I like getting the laughs. I like finding those little bitty moments where it's like, oh, can I just tweak this line just a little bit, just get a little bit more laughs. It's like that's what I love doing with the different shows, is just finding that balance where the audience is and just listen to them. Cackle a little bit. I don't mind it.
Joel, what was your favorite part doing that in high school?
Oh my gosh! I mean, it had to be the dancing and everything, and just the rehearsal part was also really fun. I mean, we had hours of rehearsal where we all just bonded together, and it was just we felt like a family after that. It was so much fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Hey, sounds like a great show. Movie times and tickets, and where they can get them. Or musical. Sorry, musical times and tickets. Good morning, everyone.
Yes. So we have tickets on TylerCivicTheater.com, or you can call the box office at 903-592-0561. I remember that.
There we go.
It's almost like you rehearsed that.
I know.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you guys for joining us this morning. Joel, thanks for making a cameo appearance.
It's $1 million proposition.
Yeah.
There we go. That's right.
And we'll be right back after this quick break.
It's time for CBS19 Sports.
Well, hello and welcome to Sports. I'm Jimmy Searfoss. We're glad you're with us because all week we're going to be talking about these guys, Joaquin, Carthage, Kilgore, and their trip to Jerry World. But we got to talk about the teams that they're playing because they're not exactly up the road, because what is right up the road in the state of Texas? So let's get to know these opponents a little bit. Let's start off with Joaquin. They're going to be playing the Hamilton Bulldogs. If that name sounds a little familiar, because that's a team that knocked out Carlisle earlier this postseason. They're led by a first-year quarterback, that guy right there, and he's just like the Rams too, in that they'll be playing in their first ever state championship. They've been close. They were competing in the state semifinals just like the Rams were just last year. All right, let's get into Kilgore now, because all year we thought that they were going to be playing Salina. Turns out they're playing the Stephenville Yellow Jackets, and let me tell you, this team's resume is ridiculous. First off, let's talk about Ruston. We know them because that's a really good Louisiana team that's beaten Longview twice now in the last 2 years. Then talk about La Vega. That's the team that played Carthage in the state championship last year. Midlothian Heritage, that's a team that knocked out Texas High, the 5A team, Texas High, this year in the playoffs. And they got West Plains, another team that went to the state semifinals last year. And then they went ahead last week and beat the big dog Salina Bobcats. Are you kidding me? We thought Kilgore had a good resume. These guys might have the best resume in the entire state of Texas. But check out who Carthage is playing, because this kid is insane. This kid is from West Orange Stark. He's the running back, basically got him to the championship. He's 5'3", 150 pounds. Are you joking? He also squats 550 pounds. Nobody's been able to bottle this guy up all playoff long. But Carthage linebacker duo Carson Crawford and Quee Beck, they say they're up for the task.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely. I mean, there's going to be a lot of action, in that game. They got a really good running back and a really big O-line, so it's definitely going to be, they're really a run-heavy team, so it's definitely going to help us. I love the big lights. I mean, that's I definitely try and play, my best every week. But the bigger lights, I try to step up to that occasion.
I don't doubt at all because I know in my ability, I know in my teammates' ability that if anything is looking shaky, I'm gonna make sure that we get it done, make sure that we dominate. No matter what. So, I mean,
we'll see how that attack matches up against the best linebacker duo in the state and what they got going on down in Carthage. All right, here's that game times for you. Joaquin's going to be playing on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Kilgore's getting moving early Friday morning, 11 a.m. Then Carthage goes for a championship number 11 right after him at 3 p.m. on Friday.
Situation, we didn't play very good tonight offensively. We weren't very good on third down, and we weren't very good in the red zone. And that's why you see us struggle in the second half, and that's kind of where it starts.
Couldn't get an answer for cover 0, and we didn't score in the red zone. And you add those two things together, and you're going to lose by, what was it, 8, I guess, at the end of it, by 8. And, yeah, it's unfortunate. It sucks. But it's the reality of the NFL. This shit's hard.
Yikes! Yeah, this ain't exactly the number 1 they were looking for when they started the season. Cowboys just have a 1% chance of making the playoffs after losing to the Vikings on Sunday. What's got to happen is they got to basically win the NFC East, which means the Eagles have to lose every game for the rest of the season. Not impossible, but basically impossible. All right, we told you yesterday Patrick Mahomes was seeking a second opinion with Cowboys orthopedic surgeon Dr. Dan Cooper about his ACL tear that he suffered on Sunday. And he must have gotten a quick and steady yes to get that surgery because he reportedly went under the knife yesterday and had a successful ACL repair. It was Dr. Cooper that did that surgery, and he will begin that rehab process immediately. Reports around the league say recovery time could last around 9 months, which would put him up for a return around the middle of next September. That's all I got for y'all. Morning, y'all.
This holiday season, CBS19 and the Children's Miracle Network are coming together for a cause that's close to our hearts. It's time for Merry Miracles. Help us bring joy to children in the hospital by purchasing a teddy bear or make a donation to help fund life-saving pediatric equipment and services. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit merry-miracles.com. Spread holiday cheer with CBS19 and the Children's Miracle Network. Together, we can make Merry Miracles happen.
All right, we're about to step away for a quick moment while we do our over-the-air broadcast with a quick news update.
We'll be right back here on CBS 19 Plus. Good morning, y'all. I'm Dana Dixon.
And I'm Jesus Martinez. Thanks so much for being with us for this news update. Schools across East Texas are dealing with a spike in sick children, that is.
Yeah, and this morning, 2 deep East Texas school districts are closing for everyone's safety. Cushing ISD and Excelsior ISD will be closed for the rest of the week. Officials say these closures are due to the widespread sickness among students and staff. Excelsior says that their classes and all activities will resume in January with the start of the spring semester. Classes will resume on January 6th for Cushing. Now, districts are urging all families to stay home if their kids are sick and to take precautions to help slow the spread of illness.
One of the viruses making people sick, norovirus. Local doctors say cases are on the rise here in Texas.
So we have this thing called the winter vomiting virus, aka norovirus. It's very contagious.
Dr. Jenny Zhang at the UT Health East Texas Physicians Clinic says there is a new strain of the norovirus this year, which is more contagious. The symptoms include vomiting, nausea, and low-grade fever. It can be transmitted through the air and by touching contaminated surfaces, so hand washing and cleaning commonly shared surfaces is important.
If you have the symptoms of fever, chills, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, make sure you get tested at a doctor's office before you go to a gathering, especially during this time before Christmas. It's very important to make sure that you stay healthy before attending any gatherings.
While there's no cure for norovirus, staying hydrated can help you beat it quicker, and over-the-counter medicines can help alleviate some of those symptoms.
Well, classes at Sabine ISD will resume on a normal schedule beginning today following an investigation into a reported gas smell on campus. District leaders say the elementary school was evacuated yesterday as a precaution, and those classes were canceled for the elementary only. Sabine Fire and Atmos Energy later determined that that smell came from a heating unit on the roof and not a gas leak. Superintendent Monty Pepper says while the disruption was unfortunate, student and staff safety remains the district's top priority. Well, be careful as you head out because it's another cold one out there. You got to bundle up or you're going to be frozen like I am.
Stay warm.
Yeah, definitely got to stay warm for today. Luckily, it'll be a little bit warmer than yesterday. Still going to be seeing some temperatures in the middle to upper 50s with a gloomy sky overhead. Your future skycast shows upper 50s to low 60s with a couple of cracks in the clouds into this afternoon. And we'll have a couple of chances for maybe a couple sprinkles for today until we have a better chance of rain on Wednesday morning with some scattered showers likely along and south of I-20. That'll clear out by the afternoon. We'll still have a pretty gloomy sky with a couple of sprinkles here and there. Then we are watching a cold front to swing through. We'll have some chances of some showers along and north of I-20, and we'll see some clearing skies and temperatures cooling down into the low 60s for highs on Friday afternoon. Here's your 7-day forecast. So we inch our way back up into the 70s. Scattered showers for Wednesday morning and parts of your Thursday. Clear skies for Friday. We're back into the 70s before we know it through the weekend and your first day of winter.
7:32 this morning. Welcome back to Morning Y'all here on CBS 19 Plus.
This is what's coming up in our second half hour. An infant formula recall is growing with dozens of babies getting sick. Coming up, what parents should know this morning.
Plus, deadly dog attacks in Texas leave one man dead and another mother and toddler hurt. We'll explain what happened and how deputies responded next.
And in your forecast, we are tracking a couple of waves inching their way towards East Texas that will bring us some clouds and possibly some rain showers. I got all the details coming up later this half hour.
Together, we're putting East Texas first. You're watching Morning Yo on CBS 19 Plus.
Good Tuesday morning, y'all. I'm Dana Dixon.
And I'm Jesus Martinez. Thank you so much for staying with us here on CBS 19 Plus.
In Hollywood, co-stars and fans are mourning Rob Reiner's death as authorities continue to investigate the circumstances surrounding the murder of the longtime director and his wife.
Police have arrested his son for allegedly stabbing his parents at their LA home. Bradley Blackburn has more.
At Rob Reiner's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, fans left flowers Monday to honor a man at the center of American entertainment for decades.
I think Rob Reiner was a fantastic, talented storyteller and actor, and moreover, he was just a really, really kind, decent human being.
Reiner and his wife Michelle were found dead Sunday, stabbed multiple times in their home in the Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles. Their bodies were discovered by their daughter, who called 911. LAPD arrested Reiner's 32-year-old son, Nick.
Nick Reiner, a suspect in this case. He was subsequently booked for murder and is being held on $4 million bail.
Bail has since been revoked, and Nick Reiner is being held at this correctional facility. He has a history of substance abuse problems and stints in rehab, but appeared often with his dad, including recently at the September premiere of Spinal Tap 2. Reiner, who was known for his political activism, was also remembered in Washington.
Our prayers go out to the Reiner family, the survivors, and everybody who's affected by this.
But President Trump has drawn criticism for what he said after the news.
Well, I wasn't a fan of his at all. He was a deranged person as far as Trump is concerned.
I think President Trump should have said nothing.
Former Presidents Obama and Clinton were among those who paid tribute to Reiner, with Clinton writing Reiner inspired and uplifted millions. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Reiner's wife was a photographer, and one of her earliest jobs is shooting a cover photo for Trump's book, The Art of the Deal.
A heartbreaking story out of the Houston area. A 62-year-old man was killed yesterday morning during his walk in Katy by a pack of dogs. Authorities say that same pack later attacked a mother and her toddler in a nearby neighborhood. Authorities say the mother was placing her 2-year-old in a car seat when the dogs lunged, knocking her to the ground. But despite multiple bites, she fought to protect her son, using a chair to drive the animals away. Both suffered serious injuries, though the child is expected to survive.
Fell, they beat me here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so when I fell down, my son fell and they ran up to him and they were pouncing on him. And yeah, so try to get up, kept kicking them.
After a 4-hour search, deputies tracked down all 3 dogs in a nearby neighborhood. It is too early to determine whether the owners will face criminal charges. The dogs will be quarantined for 10 days before a hearing with a judge to determine their fate.
Police are still working to learn more information about a Nacogdoches deadly stabbing that happened late Saturday night and which led to the arrest of a man. 36-year-old Cruz de la Luz Vargas Nava was arrested on a murder charge in connection with the death of a 23-year-old man. Officers were called to East Main Street near the Visitor Center in downtown Nacogdoches earlier this week for a report of a person bleeding. Nava was found nearby and arrested, and the victim later died at the hospital.
Authorities say foul play is suspected in a fire that destroyed a historic East Texas church building. The state fire marshal has been called in now to investigate.
It happened last week, that is, near downtown Jefferson. Julie Parr has the latest on the investigation.
East Texas authorities are still searching for answers into what caused a massive fire that destroyed the historic New Macedonia Baptist Church.
They're going to try to get to the bottom of this, and I pray they will.
Donald Tyler has been the pastor of the New Macedonia Baptist Church since 2006.
When I got there, they made me the lifetime pastor, And we totally remodeled that church. Totally remodeled it.
Tyler says the blaze last Tuesday was not the first attack on the church. He says vandals ransacked the inside of the building in 2023.
And we was thinking about opening it up again, but after that just killed my spirit.
Tyler says he's talked to former members of the church who are also upset about the fire. He's hopeful the state fire marshal will be able to determine the cause of the fire and identify a suspect.
Anyone could burn a church, burn anything, you know, that's ungodly. But vengeance is the Lord's. And I'm just praying to stay strong through this, because most of all, it was just a big hurt.
The historic church was established in the late 1800s. The building has not been used since 2019.
Well, anyone with information about the fire is asked to contact Jefferson Police Department. Meanwhile, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration sent warning letters to several retailers for not removing recalled baby formula from their shelves. In early November, the FDA recalled ByHeart baby formula because of a large outbreak in infant botulism. The agency said it communicated repeatedly with Target, Walmart, Kroger, and Albertsons, but none of the companies responded. As of December 10th, 51 children in 19 states have either suspected or confirmed cases of infant botulism after exposure to the product. All 51 children have been hospitalized, but no deaths have been reported. ByHeart says it is investigating the cause of the contamination.
A public safety alert for pet owners this morning. Police in Lone Star are issuing that warning after several sick raccoons were found in the same area of town in a span of just 4 days. Now, all 3 animals were discovered on the west side of the city near the lake. They were put down and sent for testing, though rabies has not been confirmed yet. Even so, police are urging everyone to make sure that their pets' rabies vaccinations are current. As a precaution, officials say taking action now can help prevent any potential risk. 7:39 now. The state of Texas is taking 5 major companies who make televisions to court, accusing them of secretly spying on Texans. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has filed a lawsuit against Sony, Samsung, LG, Hisense, and TCL. The lawsuit accuses the companies of unlawfully collecting personal data through content recognition technology inside their TVs. The suit alleges that the companies then sell that information to other companies for targeted ads. The AG's office believes that data collection technology should put sensitive information, or could rather, at risk, like passwords and bank information. Paxton called the tech, quote, invasive, deceptive, and unlawful. He went on to say that Texas will defend fundamental privacy rights.
Well, just a reminder this holiday season that Roberts & Roberts Law Firm is offering free holiday rides across 14 East Texas counties now through January 1st. The program partners with Go Bus and Yellow Checker Cabs, making it easy for people to get home safely after they've been drinking. To request a ride, all you have to do is call 903-333-RIDE. The law firm says the goal is to prevent holiday drunk driving and help people celebrate responsibly. They say it's also a tradition that helps keep East Texas roads safer every year. We have a full list of those counties that are being serviced on our website, CBS19.tv.
Child Protective Services makes a Santa run of its own. Kevin Reese shows us how hundreds of families in need are about to be visited by their own personal elf.
Do y'all have anything for
Inside a North Richland Hills church.
Oh my goodness, how sweet.
The one with the candy cane columns.
Maybe I think a Barbie doll would do her justice.
Aja Alexander went shopping.
Oh, it's Elsa and Anna. Okay, we'll do Elsa. I like Elsa.
Today, one of 200 social workers shopping for 500 children.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Caseworkers offer the chance to shop for free.
I think this one would be great. We're gonna grab a foosball table.
For the families they've been helping all year.
13 children today and 6 families. So any way that we can assist with Christmas presents, I feel like there should be no child left behind in that sense.
All of this comes from donations from churches and corporations and individuals.
And then overnight, we turn empty space into a store.
Daniqua Lewis says these toys are going to families in 10 counties throughout North Texas, helping caseworkers support their families in a way they could not do on their own.
And there we are.
And we're able to make Christmas a joyful and loving occasion for a child and family.
Awesome. Thank you all so much.
Aja's day as a Christmas elf.
That's awesome.
Includes boxes of free food from Minnie's Food Pantry. All loaded into her car to be delivered to her families this week.
This is going to be so exciting. Look at that. A full car. I'm hoping we can really be like a positive light in a lot of these families' lives this year.
Caseworkers often make the news when they intervene with a family in crisis. Today is different.
And obviously this is going to impact so many families so well this holiday season.
A season of giving she and her sleigh are happy to share.
And we make something big and we make it beautiful.
In North Richland Hills, I'm Kevin Reese.
You could see the twinkle in their eye, just like Santa, in the spirit of giving. Well, a friendly reminder from the U.S. Postal Service, if you have holiday cards and gifts that you still need to mail, well, now's the time to do it. This is so that they can be delivered by Christmas. For the lower 48 states, Ground Advantage mail should go out no later than tomorrow, while Priority and Express shipping can be pushed to Thursday and Saturday. All right, get those deadlines in check.
Get it now. All right, what would you do in a situation like this? A Tennessee man thought was car trouble turned out to be something far more shocking after noticing a strange smell. Oh. He popped the hood off and found a long yellow python coiled inside the engine. The snake isn't native to the U.S., and experts say it was likely an escaped or released pet that crawled into the warmth of the car. Man,
gee, a strange smell.
Seriously,
you say.
why did y'all
a
have
strange
me look at that?
Jump scare.
I already found a snake in my house within the last month.
It was in your bed?
No, it wasn't in my
sheets?
bed. No,
Where
it was
was
on
it?
the floor.
Okay, thank
Had
goodness.
it been in my sheets, I would never sleep again.
Getting a whole new bed set.
Gee.
But if I would have opened my
trunk?
No, that wasn't his
The
trunk.
hood.
It was his hood. You know my car knowledge; it is excellent. If I would have opened the hood and seen that, passed out. I don't know what I would have done.
I wonder how that snake got here, though. It's not native to the U.S., so.
The one was native to Texas
Yeah.
that was in mine, but still, I haven't been the same since.
Man.
I look on the floor, there are lights on. I'm worried to get out of the bed. It was next to my bed, not into my bed.
Still scary.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. All right, now on to something a little bit
better.
Oreo is closing out 2025 with 9 exciting new treats, and there's something for everyone. Highlights include Oreo muffins, check. Oreo Cakesters confetti cake, okay,
check.
yes. Oreo thin chocolate ganache and Oreo minis chocolate cream for snacking on the go. I like that cookie dough variety right there. Yeah. There's some returning favorites like the Oreo cookie dough you just saw, Oreo Reese's, and they're also in back for fans to enjoy like us who are just needing these this morning. I mean, sweet innovation starting this month and into 2026. Which one looks the best to y'all?
Oh,
the
man.
dough for sure.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yes.
I think I could definitely snack on those like Oreo minis. Of course, that's something that's been around, but you could snack on those with the peanut butter. But I don't usually have Oreos with any other like sort of special anything. It's just regular.
There's one I really wish they would bring back. It's Sour Patch Kids Oreos.
That's a thing?
For a little bit.
I remember those, but that was an interesting taste.
And it was wonderful. My absolute favorite.
I'm getting like that, like whenever
The
there's
tingling, sour tingling?
Yeah, because it's sour.
The closest thing I can describe it to is a lemon cookie, like a lemon Oreo.
Interesting.
It tasted pretty good. It was my absolute favorite so far.
I liked the red velvet variety when they had the red velvet Oreos. That was really good. But give me just a classic Oreo.
Right?
Yeah.
And are you eating the inside first or all together?
All together and dunk it.
Not me.
Inside
goes first and then the outside. I don't know why.
Did you talk about the filling?
Yeah, the filling.
Inside, I'll do a little bit of both, personally.
Yeah,
Whatever
me
makes
too.
you happy.
I will. I go in first for the filling, and then, like, if I'm going to have a second cookie, it's all together.
All together. Benefits make it feel a lot less guilty, at least. All right, well, Target hopes a refreshed presence in a fashionable New York neighborhood will hit the bullseye this week. The chain opened the doors to its first ever concept store. It's full of designer collaborations, beauty products, and stylish apparel. Target's incoming CEO says it was part of an attempt to bring back the Target glory days. The retailer's sales began that is to miss the mark in 2022 when analysts say post-pandemic consumers eased up on spending and went to rivals like Amazon and Walmart. Company officials hope the New York store at 600 Broadway will spark a buzz and give Target's bottom line a boost and cause a ripple effect across the stores.
I love Tarjay.
Tarjay's fun. It's fun just to walk around too.
I do. I did that recently. I can spend a long time in there. I was looking for one thing, but might as well look for everything.
You
while
never
you're there.
walk for one. You never go in for one thing ever. If you do, something's
Well, no,
wrong with you.
I go in for one thing and somehow spend a couple $100s. I don't know.
It just goes like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It does.
Me and my dad are the same way with like Home Depot or some sort of hardware store. It's like, oh, we need that tool. Oh, that looks nice. And you come in, you go in for one thing, you come out with 5 or 10.
Never works out like you want it to.
I'd love to go to that store though. It looks good.
That'd be fun. A
Oh,
good time
yeah.
to maybe stay indoors too, because you said it's gonna be cloudy today.
It's going to be a little bit on the gloomy side, and temperatures will be a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still kind of chilly as we head into today. We'll be warming up though into the 60s and eventually the 70s as we head into the rest of this week. Wednesday and Thursday likely going to be the warmest day of at least the work week, and then temperatures will rebound back to the 70s as we head into the weekend. We'll take a look at that 7-day in just a little bit here. But your weather impact for today, chilly morning. Definitely have that heavier jacket with you this morning. We'll be warming up though. Temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. Lighter jacket, you could probably get away with that this afternoon, and possibly a couple of sprinkles as well. It might not be a bad idea to have that umbrella at least handy with you as you head out this morning. We're currently tracking some clouds inbound ahead of our next system. This will come with a couple of sprinkles for today and some scattered showers to start your Wednesday. Temperatures here across the area as we take a look at our Roberts and Roberts cam looking north on Broadway here in Tyler. A little bit warmer further to the northwest where those clouds are starting to roll in. We're starting to see some of that cloud action come into the area as we take a look at our Roberts and Roberts cam. But temperatures a little bit warmer with those clouds, a little bit cooler further to the east where those clouds are starting to kind of roll in. We're still at 29 degrees in Carthage. Definitely a very cold start to the day. Temperatures, they'll be on their way up into the middle to upper 50s to near 60 in some parts of the area. Still lots of clouds holding on through the rest of the day. Some of that will translate into some rain showers into your Wednesday morning before noon. Then we'll start to see that taper off into the rest of the day. 65 for the high, 40% chance of showers. Scattered showers also a possibility into Thursday as well, with temperatures creeping to the 70-degree mark. We'll take a more of a detailed look at the forecast coming up later.
All right, thanks, Joel. A new, more contagious strain of norovirus is spreading fast. Up next, what experts are saying you should do to keep yourself safe this holiday season.
A health alert this Tuesday morning for you. Cases of norovirus are on the rise here in Texas.
So we have this thing called the winter vomiting virus, aka norovirus. It's very contagious.
And it doesn't sound good, right? Dr. Jenny Zing at the UT Health East Texas Physicians Clinic says there is a new strain of the norovirus this year that is more contagious. The symptoms include vomiting, nausea, and low-grade fever. It can be transmitted through the air and by touching contaminated surfaces. So hand washing and cleaning those commonly shared surfaces is so important so that you can minimize the chances of getting sick. She says if you aren't feeling well, don't spoil somebody else's Christmas.
If you have the symptoms of fever, chills, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, make sure you get tested at a doctor's office before you go to a gathering. Especially during this time before Christmas, it's very important to make sure that you stay healthy before attending any gatherings.
While there is no cure for norovirus, staying hydrated can help you beat it quicker. And over-the-counter medicines can help alleviate some of those symptoms. Well, many people turn to bottled water for peace of mind, but scientists say it may not be as pure as many people think. Research shows that tap water in most developed countries is tested more often, while some bottled water has been found to contain bacteria and microplastics, especially when bottles sit in heat or are reused. Experts say bottled water it has a place during emergencies, but for many people, tap water is just as safe, more transparent, and far better for the environment. Let's get another check on your forecast for this Tuesday.
Alrighty, yeah, we're taking a look at what's new and what's now, and also what's next when it comes to our weather forecast. Warmer temperatures are going to be on the way, not only for this week, but for the entire stretch through Christmas. So that's what we're tracking into the next several days here. Cloudy and chilly for today. Definitely going to need to bundle up. It's going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still enough to, of course, lead you to need some winter gear as you head out the door for today. Rain chances enter the area as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. A couple of sprinkles will be possible, but you'll definitely need the umbrella heading out the door for tomorrow. Most of the day will feature lots of clouds, temperatures in the upper 50s to near 60 in some parts of the area for today, where we could see a little bit more sunshine in some local spots. But all in all here, middle to upper 50s is what we'll settle with for today. We won't drop down too much heading into tomorrow as that blanket of clouds basically traps the heat. We'll start things off on Wednesday in the middle to upper 50s, but by the afternoon we'll see temperatures in the middle to upper 60s and near 70. Dropping down once again for your Thursday morning into the upper 50s to low 60s. I think we'll have the best chance to hit 70 degrees into your Thursday afternoon, with also some rain showers coming into the forecast. Here's your future skycast. Lots of clouds, a couple of breaks in the clouds, but mostly a pretty gloomy day here across the area. And then Wednesday morning, we do have that chance for some scattered showers, mainly along and south of I-20. Definitely going to need the rain gear as you head out the door tomorrow morning. We'll be done with the rain for the most part. Maybe a couple of sprinkles for the afternoon as we head into your Wednesday. Thursday, got that cold front coming in. We'll have a couple of chances for some showers along and north of I-20. That'll be the best chance for rain. And then some sunshine, some cooler temperatures down to the 60s for your Friday afternoon. Rainfall over the next 7 days only amounting to about a tenth of an inch, maybe about a quarter of an inch in some locations. Your weather impact shows chilly mornings for this week. Jackets going to be needed, lighter clothing for the afternoon, umbrella for Wednesday morning and Thursday morning. Temperatures will rebound back into the 70s for the weekend.
Thank you, Joel. We're going to step away for our over-the-air broadcast update.
That's right. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes here on CBS 19 Plus. Good morning, y'all. I'm Jesus Martinez.
And I'm Dana Dixon. Thanks for being with us for this news update. A developing story this morning, and now former Gregg County deputy is back in jail this morning.
He was arrested for the second time in just 2 days for DWI. Joshua Tubb was first arrested Sunday by Kilgore police on a driving while intoxicated charge. He was released later that day after posting bond. Then yesterday, Tubb was arrested again, also by Kilgore police, on another DWI charge. His bonds are set for $4,500. Chief Deputy Craig Harrington called the situation extremely disappointing. An investigation is underway after 2 people were found dead inside a home in Gun Barrel City. Officers responded just after 6 yesterday morning to a home on Willowwood where they discovered a 50-year-old woman and a 44-year-old man dead. At this time, authorities say the details surrounding their deaths are unknown. Detectives from the Gun Barrel City Police Department, the Henderson County Sheriff's Office, and the Texas Rangers are investigating. Police say there's no threat to the community, and out of respect for the families, no additional details are being released at this time.
As the Brown University campus continues to grieve, classes and finals have been canceled and students sent home. One East Texas Brown University student who is grateful to be back home now after hours of lockdown. Angel Lopez was studying for finals when gunfire erupted on campus. He says he can't believe what happened. On Saturday, a shooting at Brown University left 2 students dead and 9 others injured. The shooting took place inside the engineering building on campus during a final exam review. It's a devastating tragedy he can't believe happened on campus.
I found the plane ride home and landing to be really just thinking about how the people who didn't make it they're never gonna be able to go home and see their parents.
One of the students killed was one of his classmates. So far, the community has raised more than $390,000 for him.
I was going to check in that forecast now with Joel. Chilly again this morning.
Yeah, chilly again this morning, and we'll end up with some chilly temperatures for this afternoon, but still a little bit warmer than yesterday. Will be pretty gloomy on the other hand as well. Maybe a couple sprinkles possible, but mainly just dealing with cloud cover. We'll see temperatures in the upper 50s to near 60 in some parts of the area, and you can see it on your future skycast. A mainly cloudy day with a couple of breaks of sunshine, but otherwise a pretty gloomy day overall with a couple of sprinkles. Rain chances will start to pick up into Wednesday morning with some scattered showers all across the area. Basically along and south of I-20, we'll have the best shot for some showers as of the latest data set. Going into tomorrow morning, should be out of the picture by the afternoon. We'll have lots of clouds, maybe a couple sprinkles here and there before a cold front makes its way a little bit closer. We'll have a little bit more of a chance for some shower activity all across the area heading into Thursday, and that'll be mainly along and north of I-20. We'll end up with some cooler temperatures behind a cold front and some much clearer skies. We'll have plenty of sunshine as we head into your Friday. Temperatures going from the 60s to the 70s, down to the 60s once again after that brief cold front comes through, and then before we know it, we're back into the 70s through the weekend and for your first day of winter.
Just after 8 o'clock, news before you go this morning. White House native and Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes is recovering after a successful surgery to repair the tear in his left ACL. According to ESPN, he had the surgery done yesterday in Dallas. It was performed by Dr. Dan Cooper, the Dallas Cowboys head team physician. Mahomes will begin the rehab process immediately. Reports around the league say recovery time could last around 9 months, which would put him to return around the middle of next September.
Schools across East Texas are dealing with a spike in sick children, and this morning, 2 deep East Texas school districts are closing for everyone's safety. Cushing ISD and Excelsior ISD will be closed for the rest of the week. Officials say the closures are due to widespread sickness among students and staff. Excelsior ISD says classes and all activities will resume back in January with the start of the spring semester, and classes will resume on January 6th for Cushing ISD.
Getting you ready for the holidays, and here's a reminder from the U.S. Postal Service. If you have holiday cards and gifts that need to go in the mail, now's the time to do that. This is so they can be delivered by Christmas. Ground Advantage mail should go out no later than tomorrow, while Priority Express and Express shipping can be pushed to Thursday and Saturday. Let's push on over now to Joel, see how the weather is shaping up as you head out the door this morning.
Yeah, your weather impact for this week features chilly mornings. We'll see chilly mornings in the upper 30s to low 50s eventually. We're going to be warming up through the week, and we'll have some warmer afternoons, especially as we creep closer to the 70-degree mark, so you can get away with some lighter clothing heading into the next several days here. Umbrella, again, is going to be needed for your Wednesday morning and also your Thursday. I think our better chance of rain is going to be on Wednesday. We can't rule out maybe some showers on Thursday as well. Again, those two rain chances are going to be in the morning. So 65 for tomorrow, 58 for today, with a couple of sprinkles possible, mainly just dealing with cloudy skies. 70s enter the area by Thursday. We have a brief cool down after a cold front comes through on Friday with sunny skies, temperatures down into the 60s, and then returning back to 70s for the weekend, and a couple of isolated shower chances for their first day of winter.
All right, thank you, Joel, and thank you.
Come on over, Joel.
Come on over. Thank you for continuing your day with us here on Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus. Don't forget,
we have the noon show.
Catch the noon show.
Coming up on You Know Where, CBS 19 Plus, and on CBS 19. Keep it here for the latest news and weather throughout the day. Here's a look at what's coming up here. Have a good morning. We'll see you dark and early tomorrow at 5.